Hello, this is Wicked Slink back with some more chess.com. Um, we're going to go ahead and play another 1510. I was mistaken. Last week I said I had played three blacks in a row, and that was not true. Um, I just played one, and I had played two, so this will be my third black in a row. Um, okay, so um, we're going to go ahead and can't play a Nimzo with the king spine opening, so um, we'll go ahead. It's easy enough. Okay, sure. Right. I'll be fine. All right. Yeah, got to chase that bishop out while I can. And okay, yeah, well, okay, good. We'll set this up here. That's fine. I'll just develop to here. And the question is, I think that the is the right answer the bishop. All right. Um, yeah. Okay. Uh, all right. I think my proper uh, place for this one is here. And castle. I feel like I came out of the opening better. His one bishop's biting on granite, and both of mine have decent scope. So, um, well, There's no reason not to move the knight. Here. I mean, this knight I can go to a5, c4. He'd be pretty explosive. Um, hmm. Um, well, I don't see a reason to not do this. Um, yeah, he's got nothing there. I should kick him back just so that yeah, let's kick him back so that he can't move his F pawn. Yeah, that's fine. Um, hmm, all right. uh, All right. Um, yeah, yeah, sure. Okay. Um, hmm. I see. I see. All right. Yeah, I haven't been talking a lot because this is requiring a lot of concentration. Hmm. Hmm. All right. Let's pin that knight. All right. Um, wow. Very interesting game. Hmm. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Uh, now what? Now what? All right. Hmm. How am I going to make progress on this? I need to redirect my bishop onto this pawn. So, um, either that or I just bring my queen up to c4, looking to undermine his a3 pawn eventually. Um, let's do that. I think we're good here. He doesn't have a fork on my bishop and queen. So yeah, I thought that was coming. So um, I will bring the bishop back here. Let's see, this is going to be a long game. Ah, yeah, I thought that might be the case, but I think that just that leads us to this. All right. Okay. Okay. Now, do I want to take the queens off the board? Okay. I am going to. Oh, he will pick up my pawn with the check if he goes gets him back. So I almost have to block him out. All right, I do have a protected pass pawn, so of course. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep the queens on. And consolidate. I got my queen covering my a pawn, and okay, so this will give him interesting. All right, let's go for this. Okay, okay, I'm going to calculate this out because I think bishop takes just wins. Yeah, bishop takes is just winning. Ah, okay. Still, do I put my king back or do I push the pawn up? Yeah, I don't think that saves him though. All right, so I'm now 2 pawns up, and now I just need to consolidate. Um, let's, I have to be careful that I can protect everything. So let's set you here. Set you here. All right, and you here. Um, no, I think this is a one game here. One game. He has to trade. Um, This is one game. Um, yeah, it's not going to get you anything. Um, all right. Yeah, that's his only move. Yeah, right. There you go. All right, another hard fought battle. Man, it's like no easy games anymore. Um, a great win. Let's review it together, move by move. Sure, Hikaru. Let's see what you got for me. All right, he had two great moves. I only had one, but I had one great move, so I guess that's something. We're only in book 2 turns that we got out. All right, 27 best moves. 86.9. So that was a better result. This is uh, my last two were 79% accuracy. 82 seems to be about my average. So 80, 87 is pretty nice. All right. All right. No blunders, but two misses and a mistake. All right. All right. They say I played like 2100. I don't think so. But they did give my opponent props for 1750. So we were both playing above our rating. So that was not an easy win. All right, let's
Oh,
start the
e4,
review.
e4. Your opponent's trying to grab the center, huh? Gotta be ready for anything, anything.
Anything, anything.
Okay, the Caro can. Wow, the opponent's knight is ready to jump, protecting that pawn. Striking at the center to gain space.
All right.
It's a recapturing the pawn. Your opponent's getting their bishop into the game. Okay, okay. You block the check from the bishop. King save.
All right. didn't give me a best on that.
You block the check from the bishop. Good defense.
Interesting. Blocking the queen's path to here. Bishop, because he, can kind of mess up with my pawns otherwise. But okay. Resume.
You block the check from the bishop. King save. Your opponent's grabbing space in the center, limiting your options. Developing the bishop and solidifying the
All
center.
right,
Good
so
stuff.
that was the best.
Your opponent could castle. You kick their
Best.
bishop out of that square.
Best.
Your opponent's getting their bishop. Yeah, that bishop has to move. Good job using the pawn.
Yep.
Oh, your opponent's moving their threatened bishop to safety. Smart move. That move adds protection to your pawn. Good planning.
All right, so that was a good sequence.
That is not a mistake, but they definitely did not find the best move here.
All right.
Developing a bishop and fighting for the center. Good.
Yeah, good. Wonder what best was.
That bishop has more sauce now. Nice.
Yeah, it's moving 2 times in the opening, but yeah, I can see where. But it's hard for me to attack that. So okay, let's resume.
Developing a bishop and fighting for the center. Good.
All right.
Kingside castle by your opponent. Your better option was to pin a knight.
It's still, it really wants me to pin that knight.
Decent move by them, but they definitely had a better one. Getting ready to castle kingside. Standard. Okay, their knight is on a better square. Makes sense. You prevented your opponent from being able to force doubling of pawns.
Yeah.
Okay, their piece is on a better square. Makes castling on the same side as your opponent. Good strategy. Okay, your opponent bringing more pieces into the game.
Okay,
clean.
so we're all doing a bunch of normal stuff now.
You are threatening to win material
That
through
was
an
the
eventual
best
skewer.
move. Yeah.
You are now able to attack the bishop with a pawn.
Okay. So I should have kicked the bishop out instead of what I did.
Trading equal pieces. Your opponent recaptured. That knight has to move. Good job. Your opponent found the only good move. Good for them. Your opponent's getting their knight to a safe square. Not bad, not bad. Nice choice.
All right, putting my knight on that fantastic square, potentially attacking that bishop as well.
Your opponent's position is worsening. It was an even game, it was.
Okay, so here, that was a big jump to like 1.9.
That knight controls more squares now. Sharp. You are forced to isolate a pawn. Recapturing the bishop. Gotta do it.
I did the best recapture.
They played one of the best moves in the position.
I'm wondering if I was supposed to en passant this.
That was an even trade of material.
Okay, that was the best. Okay. All right, so I'm two up, basically.
Oh no, a discovered attack from your opponent threatened. Good move keeping the queen safe.
Yeah.
Their block stopped your attack on their pawn. Okay. Your best move was to attack a pawn chain.
Yeah, I thought about that, but I wanted to try to grab this file.
Their rooks are connected, which means they're working together. I like that. Not the best move. You had a better option. It's a simple trade by you took back. Your opponent, good move keeping the queen safe.
Yeah. So, because I wanted to bring the other rook over.
They just didn't find the right idea, yeah. Your better option was to attack a pawn chain.
Okay, yeah, they still want me to isolate his 2 pawns. Drop a pawn to isolate those 2.
Fair trade. Recapture. They've got an escape square for the king just in case. Okay. Gaining a tempo by threatening a knight. Nice. They're moving their knight to safety. Okay, solid choice.
Right.
That's the right move. Good job.
Okay, yeah, so, that was the best move. And, because it's like, I'm guarding this pawn. I'm getting, I'm keeping my eye on the C file, and I'm also um, can potentially come into A4. Although my advantage has dropped to 1 now.
Decent move, but they had a better one. They really did.
Okay, so I'm still at
That's the
1.
best move. Good job.
All right, yeah, I took this commanding square where I can move in a whole bunch of different directions, including B3. But yeah, I'm attacking this pawn if his queen leaves
Your
it.
opponent's knight is on a more active square now. Good for them. Good for them.
Right, and I saw this coming.
Excellent move. Definitely
All
the
right,
right
best
choice.
move. All right, yeah, that was better than bringing it all the way back to the H file because it has this additional scope on H, plus it has the pawn protection, which frees up my king to move. All right.
Oh, wow. They blundered, giving you a chance to win their pawn.
Oh, okay. So it wants me to go here where I'm forking his knight and this pawn. Nice. Okay. That's not what I did though.
Your best move was to win a tempo by threatening a knight.
Yeah.
They made a clear recapture. Pretty
So I
straightforward,
won
pretty
this.
straightforward.
So I won this pawn instead. Okay. So instead of attacking that pawn, I attacked this one.
Free pawn. Okay, nice.
Okay. So yeah, it has me 2 points up. Um, even though I'm only 1 up in material, but
You get a chance to win a pawn through a fork.
oh, nice! I didn't even see that. Queen A1 and then pick up this pawn. Um, all right, nice. And that would have risen me to 4 because his knight that has nowhere to go either. Okay.
You missed an opportunity to win a pawn through a fork.
Oh, and it has us at nearly even
What a
now.
move from your opponent. You got out of check. Good move. They slipped up a bit here. Not the worst move, but definitely not the best.
All right. So now I did the one with the pawn push, I think. And and then he didn't respond correctly to it, I think. Okay, so it has me at like back to 1 up from going down to even.
Good move keeping the pawn safe.
Best move. Okay. So yeah, protecting my pawn, but also, putting his knight and his knight pawn in trouble.
Oh no, their knight is hanging now, just hanging. What?
Yep. And
Capturing that vulnerable knight wins material after the trades are complete.
okay,
Your
so
opponent's getting their
check.
queen to a safe square. Not bad, not bad.
Right. So that he can recapture the bishop, even though it loses him another pawn. So,
You block
all
that
right,
check
and
from the
that
queen.
was the
Got to keep
best
that king
move.
safe.
Was building more of a little shelter for my king. So
Your opponent just straight up took your bishop. Threat gone. You recaptured the pawn. Good.
so now I pretty much have a winning position. I'm 2 pawns up with the protected pass pawn in the center of the board. So queens have about equal scope, and kings as well. So um, basically have 5 connected pawns versus 3. So which should be a win.
Your opponent's activating their king. That's bold. Excellent move. Well done. They found a top move in this position.
Okay.
Good defense. That pawn is protected. Good stuff.
Yeah.
They are right on target. Excellent move.
Right. Threatening to trade off the queens was what I'm thinking. Because if the queens are off the board, he can't do anything. He can't get over and capture my a4 pawn without me decimating his pawns. So
I like their choice.
yeah, but it still allows. Well, I don't know what he could do to avoid the trade-off though. So I think he was kind of hosed.
Offering a trade, it's a common idea.
Best move. Yeah.
It's a simple trade. You recapture the. They played one of the best moves in the position. Fine move, fine move.
Right. Protect my leading pawn.
They found a top move and
And then start
one
bringing
of the
the
best
king
moves.
in.
I like their choice. Excellent
Yeah.
move. Definitely the best choice here. They played one of the best moves in the attacking the pawn chain. Gotta love it.
Mm-hmm.
This move doesn't help their position at all.
No, it doesn't.
Attacking the pawn chain, good stuff. Your opponent is making a pawn chain to create a solid structure.
All right. So now I'm basically have a three versus 1 now here. So
You're cutting off that king by taking the opposition.
yep.
They found a top move. That's the right move. Good job.
All right. Yep. Bring the pawn up for support, even though I lose the opposition.
They are right on target. Yeah. Excellent choice, my friend.
So, because otherwise I'm going to grab his pawn. So that forces his king.
I like their choice.
Here, then.
You are threatening to force eventual checkmate.
All right. Let's see what it says for best. That just repeated position though. All right. Well, resume.
You are threatening to force eventual checkmate.
Okay. Yeah, by queening a pawn. Checkmating his king. So.
They just didn't find the right idea. Yeah.
Now, I was probably supposed to push here. I wonder if that's what I did.
That pass pawn
Oh,
is
I
dangerous.
did.
It has a clear path to promotion.
I did. Because that was going to force his king.
That is playable.
He had to stop it, and then I just protected it.
That protected pass pawn is a strong asset.
Right. So the thing is, if he goes to E1, then I just go to B3 and pick up his other pawn. And if he goes to create opposition, I just march my pawn in. If he goes to like C2, I just march my pawn in. So he was.
They played one of the best moves in the position.
Okay, so did I assume I came and grabbed opposition and threatened his pawn as well.
You're getting closer to delivering. They prevented you from being able to push a pass. One step closer to checkmate. Free pawn, nice snag.
Yep. Yeah, everything was going to fall. Well, okay. Another game. You know, I went to middle game, came, came up with a plan. He kind of blundered. He blundered upon and then another, and that then I was able to create winning position for it. Even if I made inaccurate moves, I still was going to win anyway. So yeah, sorry, I know I didn't talk a lot in the middle of that game because I was like really focusing, and I know I need to get better at that. Just you know, discussing what I'm thinking about while I'm playing. So, uh, well, another win. It's I don't know, six in a row. So yeah, I had that trouble going from 13 to 14, um, 1300s to 1400s, but once I started winning in the 1400s, I don't think I've lost. I've had a bunch of wins in a row, so I'm coming up. Uh, I guess I could technically be 1500 now. I've got surgery on Wednesday on my second hip, on my right hip. My left one's healed up enough to where they can do the right one now. And this time I'm taking 4 weeks off instead of one because I made the mistake of taking only 1 week off of work. And it slowed my healing. I mean, the surgery went fine and my healing went fine, but I was definitely slowed down and it's dragged out a little longer by my not taking more time off. So this time I'm taking at least four, and we'll see how I'm looking after 4 weeks. If I'm looking good, then I'm gonna go ahead and petition, send in the FMLA to my doctor, um, and all that. So, anyways, I was thinking that during my time off, um, I'm gonna be like in bed a lot. Well, on the couch a lot, more so than in bed. But um, I'm thinking if I get a lot more studying and I'm feeling pretty good, I might do like, um, 7 games in 7 days. You know, do a big stretch and see how it goes. And it might be a bad idea. I might start losing a bunch of games and then abandon it after two. But 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 we'll look at that. But yeah. So things are going well on my climb. It says I played like 2100. I don't believe I played like 2100 today, but these things are just estimates and have no concept in reality. But yeah. Rating is rise is going well, and again, I don't know how the chess.com ratings translate to the was it USCF that I played in back 3 decades ago, when I was 17, high 1700s, but playing at like a 1900 level. I don't know what the equivalent to this is. I'm definitely don't feel like I'm playing at that level right now that I was back then. Um, but we'll continue playing and we'll see how it goes. This is Wicked Slink signing off.